combo weapons definitely was the #1 hook. I can't even remember where the initial idea came from. Very, very early on when combo weapons were identified as that's the game, that's the hook. That's the thing that's going to take it over the top from Dead Rising 1.
We tried to take some weapons that are like, okay, this is an iconic weapon, you know, like the sickle, let's add something to it. And it just kept blossoming, and you know, Capcom was giving us great feedback saying, we love this stuff, keep going, and we did. We just kept trying to do as many as we could.
The paddle saw, which has emerged into sort of the iconic weapon for Chuck Green, that was one of the very first ones we did.
We had a paddle in the game, and we had chainsaws in the game. We're like, okay, paddle, chainsaw, and you're rolling up the river, right? You're taking out the zombies.
As soon as it came together and the audio guys threw some audio on it and the zombies were getting sliced, that's when we knew that, okay, we've nailed it. We know exactly what's going to excite people about the game.
We started going to hardware stores, we started going on the internet, we were going everywhere to try and find out, like, if we do this and this, would that, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to work, but would it look like it would work visually? And that's where it went to.
And with Chuck, his uniqueness is his ability to, you know, be a handyman. He's the guy who can sort of make things work. You know, it doesn't necessarily look like the most elegant, you know, invention. You know, it's got a lot of duct tape, you know, solving the problems.
It's kind of cool to find an object in the world and start to think about what you could combine it with, and you take it to the bench, and when you come out of that combo room and see some zombies, you're ready to cause some damage.
Chuck can actually create more devastating weapons out of lesser, you know, household items. And don't try it at home.
A lot of video games might only have 15 or 20 weapons in them. If you look at some of the first-person shooters, they have, you know, a few rifles and a few handguns and a few shotguns, and they're awesome and they're great for the game. But 15 weapons versus 300 weapons is an entirely different problem. And in the Dead Rising 2, we have 50 of the combo weapons. So these are weapons that you take 2 other parts, put them together, and the technology of having weapons that burn zombies and slice zombies and freeze zombies and electrocute zombies. Yeah, it's been awesome.
There's several times in development of this game where I hear someone like going, I can't believe this, come check this out, and everyone starts running over. And you're saying, wow, we didn't actually anticipate that weapon being used in that way. Just the emergent sort of, you know, experiences, those creative expression the players can get out of the game has been totally awesome.
So one of the fun weapons that we have in the game, one of the unique weapons that we have is the moose head. It's a classic Americana. It's a moose on the wall, and Chuck's able to use this thing as a weapon. It's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun doing the animations for it and the ideas for it. It's great as a clear-out weapon. You can charge straight ahead and just cart them like the Red Sea, or you can flick zombies just like they're squirrels on the road.
You can drop into any part of the environment, find an appropriate weapon within 15 seconds and go to town with it. It really encourages a lot of diversity from the get-go.
Vehicles was one aspect of Dead Rising 1 that was good, but we realized that we could do better. And not only do better on things like the cars and make them feel a little bit more North American. In making a game about a character who was an ex-motocross rider, obviously the expectation is he's going to kick ass on a motorbike once you get into the game. So putting all that detail in of the suspension and the way that Chuck actually animates when he's on the bike, doing wheelies and endos, and how he reacts when he's doing donuts, getting his foot down and really looking like a pro on the bike. And one of the mantras always was that when Chuck is on the bike, the player needs to feel like a rock star.